Hey, Gavox here. All I can say is, wow, okay, Denzel Ward. OMG. Let's use more words after a word from our sponsor. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your mat. This time, centered. Rock Bottom Coins is the #1 place to get your Madden 21 coins. If you make coins for my videos, sell them to Rock Bottom. If you're buying, use my code GUTBOX for 15% off. I was on like a 2-video streak with that too. Like, people were like, oh my god, you're getting good, this is getting boring. I was like, oh, that's gonna be fine. Didn't even need to sell it. I don't know how that shifted, whatever, I don't care. Denzel Ward, here we are, 92 speed. He's gonna be crazy priced. If you wanna buy him just straight up, you can do that in Rock Bottom Coins too, but otherwise, this guy, what, mil, 2 mil, 92 speed's absurd, right? Like, let's go to my team right now. Like, that's the number that matters most. Is that, what, nope, not that way, not that way. Dude, I would suck as a weatherman. Okay, it's off screen. 92 speed, 92 acceleration, 90 agility. Now, I run Sprinter to get more speed, and I don't know how much you think agility matters, and it does change the direction of agility. They do matter. But my god, like this card, and then you'll power them up. I want to take a look at my team right now, then I'm going to look at power-ups, and then we're going to talk about some more stuff. So it's going to be kind of an action-packed, mutt-talk-tacular video. Denzel Ward. Wait, I was going to look through my team first. Why did I go to the auction block? Let's look through Ward cards. Now, I don't know how deep you guys are into investments, but they've been paying off a little bit if you've been kind of smart with them. Ward, where are you at? Power up. Because not even necessarily getting his top card, him going up to like whatever, like an 88 or whatever, still kind of crazy. So he was at 57,000. Let's see how much Denzel Ward was just a few, minutes ago. If we go the old, ye old
Rock Bottom
Coins. Whoops. God damn it. That's another sponsorship. Sorry, I didn't mean that happen. Ward. Let's go to his power up. Well, I could go to the base card too. Let's see how much the base card and then the power up. Did I miss it? Denzel Ward. There it is. All right. So you were. Oh shit, that's up a lot. Prices going for 6K. Remember when I said in my investment videos, hey, I think Denzel Ward's pretty fast and a pretty good investment. Look at that. 6K. Get out from under your investment right now. Are you kidding me? 10 times return, baby! That's how we do it! Woo! Alright? We nail this shit every year. Feels good, man. So, easy peasy, easy game, easy life. We know our shit and mud. Alright. So this card's gonna be insane, right? 92 speed. Let's go back to Cooks. We are going to see his biggest, like, Cooks is just like cooking out dudes, right? This guy is in literally the best piece of my offense. I love when offensive like receivers can dominate guys in man coverage, because then you can't just spam cover one over and over. But this guy's 94 speed, at least Cooks is, okay? Now, Denzel Ward, who's gonna get powered up, is gonna have 95 speed. Like, that's just bonkers. Banana hammock bonkers. But you know what the worst thing is? All right, so I didn't invest in anything, right? I put up my investment videos, didn't invest in a single thing, but I'm going to start going forward. I just wanted to say, hey, there it is. That's what you should do. Now that you guys have the knowledge, I'm going to jump in, and I'm going to start doing this shit, okay? Let me see if I even have a ward. God, please have a ward. Power up. Pretty please. CB. Because I've pulled a lot from... I don't have any. God, I'm a disappointment in life. I am the worst. Maybe I'll pull one tomorrow. All right, do your gap packs, do your exchanges, get your Denzel Ward. He's going for a lot. I think he's going to keep. I think that's about fine. That's a fine price for him, 50K or whatever. But anyways, let's talk about the market, right? Let's talk about that thing. Everybody's so like, oh my god, the market is up, and yes, it is up. If you're taking a look at the training prices, I updated it. When was the last time I updated? I don't remember the last time I updated it, but it's been at least a day. I don't think I updated it today. Maybe I should, but training is up ginormous amount. Why is training up, you ask? Well, you saw from my video this morning the heavyweight reroll. People are buying training to reroll for those heavyweights, right? This shit is up. I think 89s are up to like 204 or something. So that's up like 10K even. So training is up. It's kind of nice having old cards stay relevant and training with the rerolls. I know it's expensive, but it does keep the old stuff. Instead of using those footballs and that bullshit ass alternate currency, rerolling for heavyweights. I said I want a little bit more of a gamble, but it doesn't really matter. Relevant content that gets puts in the store that uses training, and I've said this a million times, I feel like already, generally keeps the market stable, if not, up a little bit, because if it depends on how much people demand that training. So like every single program so far has had a training reroll component to it, which is why the market is kind of like stayed steady, if not gone up slightly, but it's kind of bumped, it's gone up and slightly. So it's basically been pretty steady out since the start of the game. But here's the thing. The market's always steady, if not rising a little bit at the start of the game. So like this is nothing new. A lot of people think this is a brand new to MUT. No, it's always this at the start of the games the same way. Just once we get into promo season, Blitz especially, that's when we start seeing more of the crashing, the more of the going down. We'll see what the 50 brings. If the 50 brings a lot of hot cards that just like crash the market, there's a lot of them out. That could totally crash the market also, but I don't know when that's going to happen. Probably before mid-October when we get the Halloween promo. So yeah, I don't know. The market is what it is, right? It's expensive, but we're grinding coins. I know people have been grinding that head-to-head method. What nice thing is, I did see, if you're quitting out of stuff, I talked to, I think Gold Rush was in stream today. He said he's been doing this method on alternate accounts because you don't use your main because you probably get banned, which I said in my video talking about this method. Basically, people after quitting at a season, you get timed out. So you won't be able to quit out of too many games without getting timed out a little bit, which is, it's an okay solution. I still don't think they haven't done enough about the bots. Like, you guys got to figure that out, right? I've seen bots ruin way too many MMOs. The bots have ruined Madden Mobile. Like, how big of a disaster that fucking thing turned into because of bots in the auction house, and they reacted poorly. EA seriously needs to like fix their game, but in a smart way. And I think if you quit out of a game, getting a 30-minute timeout, just like NBA 2K has, is a perfectly fine solution to it, at least for now. And then figure out the way, like, people are just putting the same buttons over and over, like bots do. Get those people timed out and get them, like, waiting even longer for games if they're quitting out of games quickly. So that's one solution. There's a lot of other solutions for bots. I'm not going to go into, like, all the different ways of combating bots and registering who's botting from where and whatnot. But that's it is. The lineup right now, I went with a full thick boy lineup, as I said this morning. I did it on stream. The ones I'll probably end up keeping are Lindor, Incognito, Lane. I'll probably end up going back to I just want David Castro powered up so I can use a Steeler there. And then I'll probably end up going, instead of Tunzel, I'll probably go with Joe Thomas back there. Zeitler, actually, I don't know. Will I go back to Zach Martin or not? Wait, what's his? Sorry, Frederick at center, Jahari Evans. I might go back with Jahari Evans there because he's got much better run block and the pass blocks are kind of similar. But center, Frederick, I might go back to him over Lindor, even though they're kind of similar. Nah, I guess I don't really have a reason. I'll probably stick with Lindor and sell off Frederick. So, anyways, I don't know. Kind of crazy, the content coming tomorrow. I'm excited. I hope you guys are excited. Prices, investments, it's all happening. Definitely want to look at those going forward. If you haven't looked at that investment video, definitely watch it. I'm surprised not more people didn't watch that because I'm literally handing out the keys to the kingdom. If you're in Madden Ultimate Team for any sort of time, if you're not paying attention to those Market Mondays or those investment videos, anything at all, you're really just stabbing yourself in the chest. Don't stab yourself in the chest. That is self-harm, and that is something I'm going to report you to the principal for. All right? And you don't want to see that principal because he is not your pal. He gets spelled with a C-L-E, not a P-A-L. I feel like I want to talk about something else. Oh yeah, pay to win. What's the deal with pay to win right now? Right? All right. So obviously I'm pay to win, right? Let's go back to my lineup. And it makes it a lot easier to win because of how expensive training is. It's this way at the beginning of every single Madden. I really kind of wanted to end it after that principle. I'm not nailed that, but is this Madden more pay to win than last Madden? No. I put out a video last Madden in 20 saying this was the most pay to win Madden of all time, at least at the time, because abilities were that much more powerful, and if you weren't able to get abilities, you just couldn't win the game. This year, abilities have been toned down to the spot where if I don't have abilities, the only one that I'm really suffering without, I feel like, are the Tony Gonzalez or the Devontae Adam Route Apprentice, and there's not a lot of offenses that use Route Apprentices as much as I do. You can just go Dan Marino there. And then maybe the edge protectors. Those are the ones I hate not having. Lamar Jackson having escape artist is nice, but not mandatory. I really like it now that I've gotten used to it. It's not as powerful as last year's. Last year's escape artist was literally like just bonkers crazy. Dashing Deadeye, roaming Deadeye was crazy last year. I put roaming Deadeye on Lamar. I use it maybe once a game. But then like right here, I've just been switching so many defensive chems, and they just don't seem to work. Especially edge threats are great. But now everybody's running the meta of edge protectors, because if you don't have edge protectors and they have edge threats, you get screwed over. Now that people have the edge protectors, I went with no edge threats because, you know, these guys will get basically the same amount of pressure since You know, we will try to stay ahead of the meta here. I went with all coverage guys, all like zone abilities to see if that works. And it was, but anyways, it's still a pay-to-win game, right? The best cards are limited. That's the card game. That's how it is. But like, watch this channel. Watch, you know, your bank account. Keep doing solo battles week in league. Keep grinding, and like in a month or two, you'll have easily as good a team as I will. Because that's just how this ends up happening every year, right? Beginning of the year, you put down the credit card. You get better than everybody else. You win a lot of games. I went undefeated in a week in league. Easy game, easy life. But then after a month or two, we start going over all the methods. We're doing the methods together. We're investing, making a ton of coins. And then you basically catch up. And by that time, everybody's got, you know, very similar squads if you paid attention to MUT at all. So while, yes, it is 100% pay to win and there's a dramatic difference in squads now, in a little bit, that's going to really narrow with all the other ways of making coins. So I don't know. That's the name of it, right? I don't know what else to say. Like, yes, it's a casino. It's a pay to win. But just give it time. Wait till promo season. Maybe pick it up during promo season if you haven't bought Madden 21 yet. And it becomes infinitely easier to get a top-end team once we get all those solos out later. Once all the better higher-level cards drop with promos and stuff. God, I don't know. I still hate these borders. Like, look at Minka Fitzpatrick. It just, like, goes over his... It's just weird. It's just terrible. Bad job, EA. Fix this shit for next year. All right, that's it for the video. That's what I want to talk about. What do you guys think? 2 pay to win at the start this year or worse than last year? I just think because abilities aren't powerful, it's not worse than last year, but it's still pay to win early on. Just like every the show was pay to win early on. Every single game mode like this is pay to win early on before you can catch up over time with methods and no money spent stuff. But that's it for the video. Thanks for watching. Call to action. See you tomorrow.